Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a match of Dota 2 for StarLadder Season 3. We have ourselves a match between EG and the Retry. EG is going to be on the Radiant side for this match and the Retry on the Dire, but I do think I have that. No, EG is on the Radiant side and TR is on the Dire side, so that is indeed correct. Okay. So, first of all, disclaimer. I am not an official caster for StarLadders. I have bought the in-game ticket, which you can buy now in the Dota 2 store. It's very cheap, by the way. You should definitely buy it. But I am watching the game via the in-game client, and I am streaming from there, because otherwise I don't think there is English coverage for this match otherwise. So, you know, that would be a shame. And we want English coverage and stuff like that, or at least I do, and I like casting. So that's why I'm here. We have ourselves EG picking or banning out the Brewmaster, something that we don't normally see, as well as the Retry. Of course, they are the second picking team, and they are gonna ban out the more normal heroes to ban out, like the Naga Siren, maybe like the Lycan, Darkseer, those kind of heroes. EG, let's see what they're gonna ban out next. I mean, banning out the Brewmaster to start with is quite unorthodox to see. They're gonna ban out the Templar Assassin. Now that one I respect, because we have seen Templar Assassins win a lot of games today. And even though Templar Assassin is a lot more fun to watch than, let's say, a Morphling or an Anti-Mage when they get big, it is still one of those heroes that just... it is not the same. It's not the same. We have a Lycan ban out indeed.
EG's turn to ban.
And because we hear the lady saying EG's turn to ban, because of course EG was in the international as well. So that is why we hear her say that. In the meantime, we're waiting for the third ban coming up from EG. Which hero do they not want to face? The Invoker. So they ban out at least two heroes that are pretty good mid game, as well as a turtle hero. Let's see what they're gonna go for. Rubik being banned out. Darkseer is still in the pool because of that. There we go. That was not a very easy, very hard thing to pick up. We still have the Leshrac, Tidehunter still in the pool. Heroes that we normally see picked up fairly early, as well as of course the Enigma, which is a hero that you kind of don't want to give away combined with the Darkseer, especially not since the Rubik is already out of the pool, which is one of the counters of course against an Enigma. But you of course have then the Enigma Vacuum Black Hole, which is just bad. Or fun if you want to watch that kind of stuff, which actually we sometimes do, because then you can yell black hole and stuff like that.
5 seconds remaining.
But at least there's the Leshrac. Let's see what he comes up with that, and it is the Morphling. So EG could go for a black hole if they want to go for the Enigma. They have to probably pick up something combining or versus the Morphling, unless they think they're gonna be fine with that. As in, if they're going to be fine with their team fight potential, that they can shut their Morphling down with that as well. If they're going to be ready earlier. Sorry for the sniffing. We do have the... well, this is the Morphling, so... kind of already setting the tone with what the Retry wants to go for. We saw them in the previous game, where their strategy did not really work out at all.
5 seconds remaining.
And they kind of got wiped. With the carry pickup that they had, that was a Luna. Let's see if the Morphling can do a better job. He is at least a bit more survivable, especially in the early game, or at least when he has his morph, he is more survivable than Luna. And of course, with the Reefer over the top as well. Let's see what Evil Geniuses is going to do against. Wow, if there was one hero I was not expecting, it is the Dragon Knight, but that will be the pickup. Of course, it is a hero that can push with his dragon form, can push fairly hard for me. Well, no, my stream is back. My stream is not dropped. My stream is on, sorry. But yeah, the Dragon Knight can of course push right at level 6 when he has his dragon form. He has that stun that is very annoying, long range stun when he's in his dragon form. And also, if you're thinking team fight, then you can have a lot of people in that Breath of Fire, which is actually pretty decent damage indeed. Let's see what the Retry's answer to that is. I mean, normally when you have a Morphling, you want one of those heroes that can just take the attention away from the Morphling mid-game and make sure that your Morphling can farm up. Chaos Knight is one of those heroes that can do that fairly well, as well as team fight heroes, kind of. But that will mean that we still have to pick up the Enigma, for example, which they can do. They go for Shadow Demon again, though. They used it in the previous game as well. Did not work out for them all that well. But then again, you can have a pretty good stun from the Shrek after the disruption. You can have a good tri-lane. If you have that kind of tri-lane, it's actually pretty painful. If you imagine a disruption The Shrek's done, we from over the top, and if a Soul Catcher's on there, that is one dead target. Unless you're a Dragon Knight, I think. But the Enigma now banned out. They don't want to face that one anymore just yet, and they didn't want to pick it up themselves. We have a Brood Brother banned out, Shadow Shaman, and a Shen. It does mean we still have Enigma in the pool for jungle heroes if they want to go for that. And sorry, I mean Enchantress. Did I say Enigma? I thought I might have said Enigma, but I mean Enchantress. And she will be. I'm not sure. She really has to fit into that role, into that strategy of your team, and she is a pretty squishy hero. So if you're talking about the combination that I mentioned earlier coming off from the retry, then you don't want an Enchantress, even though she has a heal. The burst damage is just too much. They're thinking about their fourth pick. I am kind of afraid to guess drafts from EG and the retry both, because we have seen them pick up some heroes lately that, you know, what's up with that? We saw them pick up a Spirit Breaker yesterday, for example. They go for
Dire team pick.
They go for the Chaos Knight for themselves. Normally you can kind of compare the two. I do think Chaos Knight and Dragon Knight are a bit comparable hero type wise. A lot of disable coming off from this team though, like really a lot of disable. And yes, it is indeed, as the chat says, it is a 4 melee team, and so far 3 ranged up on the retry. But I have to say, at least 3 of these melees are pretty tanky. Let's see how the retry is going to do with this. What do you want to do with tanky heroes? You want to have minus armor, so maybe a bounty hunter wouldn't be that bad. But then again, they could also just buy medallions and go for that, and go for burst damage elsewhere. StarLadder would not be bad. StarLadder would actually be quite nice here. Or just try to kite them around and get a Venomancer and slow them to death. But then you have to have your Shrek on a solo lane, because Shadow Demon will be supporting Morphling, and Venomancer will be also a support. So someone says Dazzle also slows down. But yeah, you need to have more disable than you have now. Slow is good. Unless there will be a surge on the opponent's team, which could be the case.
I speak for the
There's the Nature's Prophet. That is a very nice Sprout. Sprout is very good here against all these melee heroes. At the same time, there's a Vacuum and there's a Wisp. Wisp Chaos Knight. Oh dear God. It's the only range in EG's team, and we're gonna see them jumping around the map. And yeah, I say Darkseer and Wisp with the combination of Sprouts, of course, they can clear out trees. So it won't hold them down that much. But Nature's Prophet is one of those heroes that if there's a Wisp on the other side, he cannot do his thing. He cannot do what he normally does. He cannot... Good call. He cannot... well, at the same time, there is, of course, a stream out there that has no delay on it, so you could have known that there. But, oh, we already hear people move. But, what I wanted to say is that you... Wow, pause. See if we didn't have enough pauses today. And I lost my train of thought. What was I saying about the Wisp? Yeah, Nature's Prophet can't really push out anywhere. And the ugly bird from the Nature's Prophet, by the way. But he can't really go all in a split push, because he'll get surprised by a Wisp combining with either Chaos Knight, Dragon Knight, you name it. You'll die. At the same time, we have a Kunkka picked up. Kunkka Shadow Demon is, of course, a lane that we see frequently, because that disruption just gives a free torrent. You can't really run away from it. You can place it perfectly. If you time it properly, then you can do that. Curious to see how they're going to lane this. It does look like we're going to see a solo laning in Nature's Prophet, because they don't really need to have someone in the jungle, since a lot of people reconnecting. Since well, your opponent's team doesn't have anybody in the jungle either, and you can just go for 2 dual lanes, Shrek, Morphling, maybe still a tri lane of one of the 2, Morphling, solo lane. Could all be. A lot of options there at least. Let's see ourselves who is playing what, as we still are waiting for the pause to be unpaused. We have Jackal playing the Morphling. PGG is going to be playing the Kunkka this game. We see Weejastick playing the Shrek. Zver is going to be playing the Shadow Demon. And Vamos Barca is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet for the retry on the Dire side. And we jump ourselves over to the Radiant side where we have 3 stand-ins. Yeah, 2/3 stand-ins playing for EG. We have Demon at least, he's going to be playing the Wisp. We have Fear on the Dragon Knight. 007 is going to be on the Chaos Knight. 007, who's of course rumored to be jail, but we don't know and we can't tell because it is a Smurf account. 008 is using a Smurf account as well. From what I could see, he is a stand-in though. And he will be playing the Darkseer. And we have Bdiz, who wants to be 006 because he doesn't want to be left out. He will be Tidehunter for this game, and everybody the bottom lane, because that is apparently where the action is at. And I will be seeing, well, they won't be able to find anybody, by the way. No, everybody of the retry is moving to their respective lanes and are not moving out all that fast. We see the Nature's Prophet indeed on the bottom lane. We have the mid lane secured for the Kuka, so he'll be by himself there. Of course, no Shadow Demon there, but it could be a good gank coming off from the Shadow Demon then. And it will be a tri-lane with the Shadow Demon Leshrac supporting on the Morphling. And they will probably only be against a Darkseer though, so they won't have to do that much. So we will see them probably gank around quite a lot. If yeah, I think so. I think that would be nice to see as well. I would like to see that. I hear the Wisp. Okay, I don't know why we heard the Wisp, but it was a bit weird for me at least. Let's see where the rune is gonna spawn. 3, 2, 1. No. He denies it and he falls over. Dead tree. Oh, look at this. Aggressive ward being placed up by the Dire side. They want to catch out that Darkseer. Darkseer was first spell as Iron Shell, so no surge for him just yet. He's trying to block what he can just to make sure that his creep that with the Iron Shell won't die first. And we have the Shrek indeed already moving there. Shadow Demon is going to be in the middle lane. He will be helping out Kunkka, so I was wrong with calling out a tri-lane right there. But like I said, they're kind of switchable. We can see them move around a bit more. Leshrac with his Edict already harassing 007 and taking 2 tower hits though, so getting harassed more himself. I see the Tango now as well. Using that mana there. At least he made a 008 aware that, you know, do not move up this lane because you shall die. In the meantime, we have Dragon Knight who can't really do that much against this combination because one Disruption Torrent is of course not going to kill him, but it is going to harass him greatly, and we see this Shadow Demon. I mean, it is just a typical range for his melee battle, and of course the Dragon Knight is one of those heroes that is just so very tanky, and he's even getting experience there as well. He just is not able to get any last hits there just whatsoever. In the meantime, we see the same thing for the Nature's Prophet. He can't move forward because there is a semi-tri-lane on his bottom lane. And I say semi-tri-lane, but it's actually just a regular tri-lane, at least with the Tidehunter and the Wisp, clearing out some trees, clearing out some creeps there, getting some levels with the Chaos Knight just farming on the bottom lane. As soon as this guy's level 8, Wisp is level 6, we're going to see some action. Talking about action, there was a disruption on the Shadow Demon, but he's just going to get harassed by his own illusions. Nothing else there just yet. And yeah, 008, he has to do something. He's gonna pull the lane. Of course, everything he does is monitored by the Dire side, who now know that this lane is gonna be denied before them. But that's why we see Leshrac moving there. Leshrac, who has not picked up any experience yet. Well, 20 experience is really not that much, and he is able to help pull the lane back and make sure that Jackal can get that far. Of course, the Iron Shell is still on there trying to harass. This is actually nice. It is Leshrac that picks up the Iron Shell creep, making sure that it is of course not intentional, I think, but making sure that Jackal was not getting it at least. Maybe it's intentional. Could be. Could be. See, Dragon Knight out of mana. He will have a bottle soon, I think. Yeah, because that's what you do with a Dragon Knight. You do not get all of your items at the start. You just make sure you have a lot of gold left, and you can get your Dragon's Breath up twice or 3 times, and get those last hits with that, and get your bottle up with that as well. He is still being harassed though, which is to be expected. At least he's he's still in experience range, I guess. He's level 3 right now. Tidehunter and Wisp are like nicely jungling in their force, and with an extra stack there, creep pool. This is actually quite nice. I really like this strategy from EG. This just shows that you don't really need to be a jungle hero to be able to make good use of that jungle. And then we're gonna see them maybe trying to go for some harassment, or they're gonna kill all these treants. They saw the treants move there, they have the wards there, and these treants are gonna try to pull the creep wave up past his tower, which is probably why we see Leshrac already level 2. Well, he hasn't really left his tower, I think, but we'll see if he's gonna be succeeding with that. And the Treants, I don't think he's going to be succeeding. Oh, he might. Wisp is on the chase as well, though. Yeah, thank you. Nature's Prophet is not too happy about that. In the meantime, big stack here, able to kill every crew camp, and would be meeting a lot of experience going off towards 006 and 007. Actually, that is Demon, not a 00. This is a shame. I would like to see 00s on the same lane. 007 and 006 are on the same lane, but 008 is on the top lane. Would be cool was a trail in there. Look at that harassment, and he got a kill with that as well. Last hit. Ooh. He screwed up on the Nature's Prophet, but you know what is he gonna do with it? Nothing. Whoa! Wait a second. Sorry, I was just checking what they were doing with the massive creep pool. But there was a stun, there was an edict, and a weave from over the top, and that was 008 going down. So that was first blood and missed. And Darkseer TPing back instantly. He got level 2, by the way, in the meantime. Still more than level 5, so still far behind on that. In the meantime, middle lane as well, a lot of action going on. We have the Dragon Knight finally going down. That was the hatred of the Nature's Prophet. I mean, he doesn't have a Sprout, but was able to TP in and just get some experience there. And, well, get an assist because it was Kunkka that picked up the last hit. It is 2 kills for the Retry versus EG right now with the TP back in from Fear to make sure he doesn't miss out on anything in the lane. But that is the thing with these heroes. And that is this thing with the lineups from both teams. It is EG that will have to wait until they get their levels a bit up before they can actually do something. And the Retry has just a bit stronger lanes, so they will have to wait a bit before they reach that level. Even though they are looking to be aggressive now with the Chaos Knight and the Wisp on the bottom lane helping out. There is Thedder giving that extra movement speed. Is he going to be able to get a Reality Rift though? That is his chance. No, Night of Sight! Look at that juke! Is he gonna be in time? Spirits are hitting. That is a Reality Rift, and that is a kill for EG. Chaos Knight picking it up, and that was a level 2 Nature's Prophet, which they knew they could die for. Creep Wave was there to tank up the tower, and it's just a fairly easy kill. It looks like they're not done just yet. Chaos Knight moving back again. There's the Thedder again. They're not even level 8/level 6, but they're still wanting to go for more. There's still mana up on their Reality Rift. There will be a stun as well. 2 seconds, and that is another kill, and that could even count as a double kill. No, it was Demon that picked that one up. Torn there though. Kunkka, he has to back off right now. Here comes an Nature's Prophet. Here comes a Dragon Knight as well. Wisp got a double kill. He will still drop to the tower hit, but he will not give the life of Chaos Knight away. At least saving him from that, and that is a 2-for-1 double kill for the Wisp, and a successful, 2 successful ganks, 3 successful ganks coming off with this Chaos Knight in the midst of all of this. He has been having assists on all 3 kills on the EG side now, and it was 2-for-0 for the Retry first, but now it is 3-for-3. So chasing that around fairly fast. As Tidehunter managed to pick up some levels while the rest was away here. Same goes for the Nature's Prophet. Actually, Nature's Prophet is still level 2. If they see him, they will go for him again, because they are so much faster than the Nature's Prophet, especially since he doesn't have boots yet. And he can't really TP away versus this lineup. I mean, there's just so many disables. It is impossible for him to move out. Oh, hello, double damage ruler Shrek. 1 disruption. It is nighttime, so he's standing on the edge. He's not visible right now. 1 disruption will kill off the Dragon Knight, but I do think that he knows something is coming. He just pops all his bottle charges before going back in, and he will be on full HP again. Even though he knows that people are missing on the map. Shadow Demon is still going for it. There's the disruption. There's the Soul Catcher. Torn will hit as well, but the Wisp is here to help defend his tower. Stun from the Shrek. Still hitting. It is enough. Shadow Demon picking up the kill. Wisp, what are you doing? Where are you going? You are out of position right now. You might be going down, but no. 50 HP while the tower is bashing on some of the heroes here, making them unable to chase that. And Wisp staying alive against the odds. 4-for-3.
Radiant structures are
He still gets chased by the creeps.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not able to get it. In the meantime, Darkseer's managed to get level 3 for the Morphlane that is now level 8. So still quite a big level difference here, as Darkseer could be picked up so easily here by Jacko if he wants to commit himself to it. But he rather wants to farm and not push the lane out that much. And not put himself at risk, because it's still a risk, of course, because you never know who might be TPing in. He will have help from the Shrek if he does want to go for it, though. He is, there we go. That is a bit too fast. Forces out the surge and making sure that Shrek came there for no reason. Slightly miscommunication, I believe, or at least too fast for the Morphling to go in on that one.
Regeneration.
Chaos Knight in the meantime continuing his farm. 52 for 11 is doing good. He's the second on the list, but you know what, he's got a kill, he's got 2 assists. He is doing a bit better than the Morphling in that aspect. Morphling has of course 1 kill, that 1 kill up on the Darks here, but no assists for him, even though he is slightly higher last hitting than the Chaos Knight here. 55 for 8 for him. Kunkka doing a good job last hitting as well, 43 for 11, as he is the 3rd up on that list, so that is 2 lanes going towards the way of the retry last hit wise, and only 1 going the way up against the Radiant team against AG's side. But what we must not forget is the massive difference in supports here, because we know the Leshrac is level 5, we know the Shadow Demon is level 5, but at the same time, Tidehunter and the Wisp they are also level 5, but they have been able to get a lot more last hits, even though it was in the jungle, but they've been getting a lot more last hits than their counterparts on the Dire side, which is something that might come into play later, but we'll see though how the game develops, obviously. Phase boots up on the Kunkka. We do not have anything up just yet on the Shadow Demon, but it's only 9 minutes in, and of course he's there to support, not to steal last hits. They have a ward up on the high ground as well. If Dragon Knight comes in close, there will be a disruption once more. I do not think that with the 2 of them they are able to kill him if he is indeed a disruption around here before he does anything. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, push in once again. And this time we see the Nature's Prophet staying back a long way, a lot longer than earlier. They have actually a Ravage off cooldown, as in the Ravage is there. The tether just broke. He would be able to run in there and tether. Oh, TP's in. This could be a big fight. Ravage could be used right here as soon as the Ravage is in. No, it's still Leshrac going in there. It is Kunkka that fights back and went down before with the Chaos Knight disruption. Soul Catcher, and that is the tide under that. 4 seconds down upon Leshrac. Will Chaos Knight getting in time? No, he will not. He will go down. Wisp time to finish the job. Won't be able to do so. Will go down too. 3 heroes dead on the side of EG, and they only got 1, which bought back immediately. And even though he didn't get any last hits on those kills, he was able to definitely help his team secure those other kills that they got. 3 versus 1. That was not what EG was going for. Too much support coming in to defend that tier 1 tower, and of course to take the Ravage that came in, which was slightly too early though. They could have ravaged the Leshrac as well, which could have helped. It's the Morphling that picks up the tower. Morphling going in for this fight as well. He now has 3 assists on top of his 1 last hit. So yeah, that is looking good for this Morphling, as he also picked up the tower hit. In the meantime though, Chaos Knight still managed to pick up the Shadow Demon. This is on the mid lane, however. This is 3 heroes here of the of the Radiant team, and this will be a tier 1 tower dropping, so they do trade that one, and of course a live trade with the Shadow Demon going down, and it is the Chaos Knight that picks up the gold, and we might see these 2 moving somewhere. They are moving somewhere. They're gonna try to pick up the Leshrac. Will they be fast enough? Yes. Reality Rift. There's not even a stun needed, but he still used it. Gets a Torn, but it's too late. Leshrac is already dead, and they could be moving back if they want to. No, it's just gonna be the Wisp that will be moving back, and will be the Chaos Knight that continues farming on this bottom lane. He knows that the Nature's Prophet is around here somewhere, and he might even go for it. He is of course faster, and there's not even boots up on the Nature's Prophet. What is he gonna do? Crouch will be in time. Reality Rift, no vision. He'll be on time. He is in time, and Fear not able to help out there as well. Nice TP out. I wasn't worried for his life though. I was worried for his life, just like I was worried for a second there for Darkseid's life, as he is fighting against this Morphling that is a level 10. And he's not even level, oh, he actually is level 6, so 4 levels higher up on him. But it is still a tough lane for him to beat. Reality Rift, Disruption, Soul Catcher, this might end badly. Leshrac stun hitting in as well as the Torrent, and that will be 007 dead! I want to make pun. I want to make pun with the James Bond. Like, you only die twice or something, whatever the name of the movie was. Ooh, X marks the spot. Wisp still there. Torrent doesn't hit. Soulcat, or the mother's poison going on there, giving vision. But there's the Dragon Knight. Leshrac on hit though. Nova, Edict will be enough. That are breaks already. Shadow Demon getting caught. Disruption on the Dragon Knight. TP out from Leshrac. Shadow Demon trying to do what he can. And it is the Tidehunter that shows that he is there. He wants to use his Ravage. Oh! Oh! He is alive! I cannot believe that the retry did not lose anyone there. And they dived a bit too far. TPs out there were sneaky and successful. That is how it goes. 007, 52 last hits. which is actually quite okay. Consider they went somewhere again. They did. It is very confusing as a caster to keep track of that wisp. I mean, you just have to keep track of it. It's that simple, yes. But it is you don't really see it all that good on the minimap when they actually do that, unlike the normal TP. So gotta keep a better eye on that one. Note to self. Note to self. Darkseid, like I said, 45, 54 last hits, which is not that bad considering he's for the Morphlin that is a couple of levels higher than he is. 3 people of the retry here on this middle lane, and they now move towards the bottom lane where the tower is getting harassed once again, but this time it is actually EG that backs off before anything else happens. Even though they do have the Ravage of cooldown, they do not have the support this time, and I would expect them to try to do something soon, by the way. Like, they have the Ravage, they have... Well, they are killing heroes on the map, but they're not really getting stuff in return for it, which is of course also the same thing for the retry, because, you know, towers are even. But the retry has a Morphling, and of course Morphling is gonna have a tough time taking down both the Chaos Knight and the Dragon Knight if they're big enough, because they're both pretty tanky heroes. But it is overall, it is a better late game hero than both of them, if you count them separately. If you know what I mean. Tidehunter level 8. He has almost got mana boots if he wants to go for that, but maybe he just wants to save him to his Blink Dagger. And we have his ultimate off cooldown again from Demon, so we might see them going somewhere. Are we, though? They have to find someone on the map first, of course, obviously. Like Nature's Prophet, for example. If he would be split pushing right now, he would be dead. We see Demon just following on the horse guy, making sure that he keeps track of him. In the moment he sees some target, he's gonna take 007 there, and they are gonna kill that target. And I'm not sure what these two are gonna do. Actually, they're gonna smoke. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna smoke, try to find someone. They will not find anybody on the bottom lane, at least not while they're not outnumbered, because there's 3 heroes here. They have to wait until these two are back. Maybe he doesn't even know that the Tidehunter is here still. That could, of course, be the case. And they have not smoked up yet, but gonna still be standing guard around this tier 2 tower. In the meantime, we have the gold graph around 0. We have the experience graph to 2k in favor of EG, though. That is impressive, and that is, of course, because they have taken the later kills, while the retry had a lot of early kills. And later kills give more experience than early kills. There they go. Where are they going? Where are they going? They're going top lane. They're going Morphling. Morphling, who tries to do something here. Rihanna's Rift is there. There will be a stun as well. Will be Morphing in strength fast enough? I don't think so! He is dead. Wisp picks up the kill. Vacuum helped out, and that is a successful gank. There is a Wisp back on the bottom lane with a Tidehunter. There is a Ravage off cooldown. He could use it, and then he doesn't want to use it just now though. Or X marks the spot. He's gonna be back. Boat fire sailing in. That's gonna be in time. There's a Ravage, and there's a Nature Prophet going down. Tidehunter, at least he takes someone with him.
No one put up a fight like good old Tidehunter.
I think it was Kunkka that picked up the last hit on the Tidehunter, and then you have like Tidehunter going Kunkka, something like that. Cool.
Is under attack.
Meantime, we have Leshrac on the top lane. He wanted to maybe defend their tier 1, but I don't think that's gonna work out. Not by himself. And they are not gonna get a tower in return this time,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
which they got last time, obviously. Oh, that's friendly. Tower. Oh, reality of Morphling, not again. Morphling is a strength, and we've thrown away right in time right now. Leshrac stun, not hitting stun from the Dragon Knight, does hit on the Leshrac though. And there's an Edict. Is there gonna be more? There's gonna be Nova, but it's not enough. There's Phantasms moving up there. They're already dead, and now they back off. EG's backing off, that is. And I just heard, indeed, that Na'Vi lost from Copenhagen Wolves. I should not say Copenhagen Wolves though, because they're not that anymore. They're the tough bananas. We know that Na'Vi is not in top form, so that could be the reason. Double damage to Roaring off on the Dragon Knight, but he still wants more. Oh! 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 So much in time! Oh, it could have been 4 versus 1, but he morphed into his replica fast enough. Nice. Lightning fingers on Morphling. Reality Rift this time hits. It is the Chaos Knight that picks on PGG, and PGG goes down. There's just so many funny noises that people make. Darkseer goes down to the Morphling. Sorry, I had to listen to that gurgle from the death gurgle from the Kunkka before I switched back to the Darkseer going down. Morphling almost got his Lincoln complete, and that is just something that he so desperately needs. He needs that because there are so many targetable stuns coming off from the Radiant side, and I would not be surprised if in this game he goes for and the Lincolns and the BKB, because there's just so many disables. You really don't want to deal with that all too much. We do have the ulti off again from the Tidehunter, who probably wants to use his Ravage anytime soon. He did pick up the Mana Boots. Chaos Knight picks up a Vanguard, so extra tankiness for him. Well, we see a BKB being built up on the Dragon Knight. So just going over the items fast because we haven't done that just yet. Mechanism up on the Darkseer didn't save him though. Not from the Morphling anyway. Well, it wasn't just a Morphling. There's a lot more. Kunkka Shadowblade is complete. Nice. Nature's Prophet able to deny the bottom tower. But of course Kunkka Shadowblade is one of those items that we normally see up on Kunkkas also because he can just well, he can escape, but that is not exactly why he bought it. He bought it for the extra initial damage that you do on the initial hit after coming out of the Shadowblade. If you then also get a crit, you're like ultimate RNG hero, because you want to have, if you have a crit combined with that first hit after Shadowblade, combined with the Tidebringer, then you're like, one shot everybody. Even though the heroes of EG are quite tanky, but it's, you know, in theory, it's just very powerful. It's over-exaggerating slightly. Let's take a look at the gold graph. Wow, those last couple of fights really showed that. And of course, there were a lot of towers going down. Oh, they go towards the bottom lane. Am I in time? I am in time. And there we go. Who's going to be the target? Nature's Prophet. Disruption. Well, doesn't save him. Doesn't save them at all. Hello, BDiz. Hello, Ravage. And Disruption only slowed it down for a little while. And that will also be resulting into a Tier 2 tower. Kunkka went down there as well. By the way, he tried to the Dragon Knight earlier on. And he has got his BKB complete, and there will be the tower. Dragon Knight picking up that one as well. And he needed that. Not really. But then again, who would say no to that? Gold in the meantime. Morphling still farming though. There's still hope. Lincoln Sphere complete. As Morphling TP's out because he's going to the bottom lane, knowing that there is going to be farm there that is quite free, rather than staying on that top lane where more people would be incoming, and that would be quite a dangerous affair. As yeah, Dragon Knight is just continue farming. He's still in Dragon form, a long duration. But he's not going to continue going on. We see the Retry slightly at the back foot. They started out this game very aggressive, able to pick up some kills. But when AG got their heroes up to speed, got their levels up on those heroes, it did definitely turn the tables, as they say. Turn the tides. And well, Morphling is of course their hope, but they have to stop giving those kills away. They have to make sure that they're not going to get caught out, because this combination is just so deadly. Smoke up there, and even though Wisp doesn't look smoked, he is smoked, and they are going to find the Nature's Prophet. They know, they don't see it, it's nighttime. Maybe they heard it, maybe they heard it. They look at, yeah, there they are. They find him. Hello, 4 seconds stun, but they don't need 4 seconds to take him down. Shrek actually helping out, stunning that. Disruption will save the life of the Nature's Prophet. Wisp is already dead. Chaos Knight in a lot of trouble, gets sprouted up. Is he going to be able to get away? Lands a stun up on the Shadow Demon, but it's not going to be enough, or is it? Or is it? No, it is not. Shrek picks up the kill. And it is the Nature's Prophet. I cannot believe it. He got a 4-second stun and lives. Too many heroes around there. Oh. What the fuck? He just really wanted that kill. Oh, nice sprout! People saving each other everywhere. Shrek stun is of course not gonna hit because he used his BKB. But he had an invisibility rune and he just walked past the towers like, you know, they can see me, they can see me. But yeah, that was a great sprout. I have to say, eye for an eye, or at least, you know, Shadow Demon paying back what, or getting back what he paid Nature's Prophet earlier. I really don't know what the saying for that is in English, by the way. But, you know, Shadow Demon saved Nature's Prophet life earlier. Now Nature's Prophet saved the life of the Shadow Demon. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure there is a saying for that in English somewhere, but I can't get it out of my brain right now. In the meantime, ooh, we have a kill. This time, nobody there to save him. Wisp picks up the kill, and that was an ulti being used. They saw him there. They have got the ward up into high ground there. And they were able to pick him off. Chaos Knight will be left here, while the Wisp will TP back to where he came from, which was actually the base. And the farm continues. What is he going to build for with all his gold? He has a Blink Dagger actually, so we are going to look forward towards maybe a team fight coming up from EG, because they can't really wait. Well, they can't really wait all that much longer. They can continue picking off these heroes, and so far it's going okay. But they are at their prime right now. They don't really need that farm anymore. They have the BKB, they have the Vanguard. They are set. They can fight. If they're only going to fight when Demon has his ulti off cooldown, well, that's going to be a sad affair for us, because then we only have action every minute or so. Well, 75 seconds for now, as he's on level 2. The Retry does not want to farm alone. They want to farm in, well, with 4 people together. I mean, all of these heroes, and I am quite surprised. Well, Morphling is, of course, one that can do that. He can move away very fast. But these can't really farm alone anymore. They will die. And they don't want to die. Fake horse. Shadow Blade. They think it's a real one. That's a bit sad. I take your illusions and I will multiply it into illusions. Oh, here they come actually though. Everything on cooldown. Tidehunter there as well. You want to use a Ravage TP out from PGG. Will be in time. Or will it not be in time? It will not be in time. And there is the kill. The one kill only though. The rest of the team was already back out. But it is the kill on the Kunkka. It is the kill on one of the carries of the retry. And sorry, I talked over Tidehunter talking because Tidehunter killed off the Kunkka. Damn it. I am sorry. I hope you hear the in-game sound louder than you hear me. But they still have the Ravage, so they still want to use that one. And so we're gonna see if the retry lets them use it, which will of course be the case. AG waiting for someone to come out of that. With the Shadow Poison scouting them out. Oh, there they come. There they come. They have a reality rift and they killed off Leshrac with it. Tower is getting harassed now. Creep Wave is not doing that much. There's the overpower. More power for the Dragon Knight as he gets an Iron Shell on him as well. And there's more overpower once more. Look at that tower dropping him. I mean, he doesn't even have his Phantasm illusions. There's the Torrent though. They want to go in. And it's gonna be, whoa, it's gonna be Shadow Demon that is down so fast. Darkseer picking up the hit. Ravage being used right now. Vacuum in. There goes Nature Prophet. There goes Kunkka once more. And that is a buyback from the Nature Prophet. But what is he gonna do here? Morphling still alive with his Lincoln Spear. It was already used, but then 4 seconds done straight afterwards. And it is Jackal morphing into strength. Not fast enough. Or is it? Reforms away, still alive, morphing into strength, but what can he do? He can only move back to his base. In the meantime, his enemies will clear out these barracks, or will they not stay for the barracks? I would be surprised if they do not stay for the barracks. Here comes the creep wave again, and they do back out. They have used the Ravage, they have used the stuns, they killed off heroes, they got buybacks, and they actually back out. I am surprised. I'm not speechless because I'm still talking, but I'm surprised still. I mean, why did... oh well. Maybe they just wanted to buy back. Let's see who will buy back. It was only the Shadow Demon, sorry, and Nature's Prophet that bought back. Nature's Prophet, who does have a mechanism now for himself, also has a Hand of Midas, which was of course his first item. When we saw him walking around without boots. And I hope for him that he is going to try to take up a steady carry role, because they definitely need that damage. They have opponents that are so tanky. They need the damage coming off. Manta Style will help the Morphling get more damage, and he actually didn't die in that encounter, so he's still going okay. They use the smoke to go for the Rosha, morphs into agility from Jackal, more damage for you. And they have the Kunkka to tank it up, Edict helping out, and do they know what's going on? It looks like they might. Looks like they might. AG, he's around a good position right there to scout it out, or at least he could be if he just walked that way, but he doesn't. Doesn't look like they know that it's going on, and they don't have the Ravage anyway if they do, so it is going to be Roshan that drops. Morphling picks up the Aegis. In the meantime, it was Dragon Knight that picked up a Maelstrom, by the way. We don't see it yet, but it's in the donkey. So he is getting more items up as well as time goes by, going for that carry role as well, of course, because, you know, they do need that. And they do have that also, of course. We've Tidehunter picking up a Ring of Health. Maybe going for a, I'll call a, what's it called? Pipe, if he wants it, but... because I don't really want to say Refresher. because as you know, if it goes for a refresher, it's kind of a troll item, and I don't want, you know, it's it could be a refresher. I'll say it. I'll say it. I'm not afraid. Let's see what Kunkka got in the meantime. He picked himself up a broadsword, so isn't he gonna go for that Crystallis to get those crits off? In the meantime, we hear a reality rift going off, but it was just on a creep. Okay. Well, not even a reality rift, it was just a horse. And he's getting ready to relocate, I think. Where's he gonna go? BKB up on the Chaos Knight, or maybe he's gonna wait for that. Okay. It looked like he wanna go somewhere. Wisp is so frustrating hero. We never know where they can pop up, and they don't have vision on the map, by the way, apart from this this spot there. So they don't know where the opponents are, but they can estimate it slightly. But nobody is alone on the lane. Nobody can get caught out. Maybe they're waiting for that. Oh, this could be a good TP point. Surge, X marks the spot. We'll be back. Torrent not gonna hit. Leshraxon not gonna hit. And there's the Leshraxon. Vacuum in. The Leshraxon still hit. There's the Soul Kite. Oh, that is a kill. Dragonite picking it up. Fast pickup. And it was a Sprout that saved that because the Torrent and the Leshraxon did not follow up on X marks the spot. And we should still keep an eye on these two.
Middle tower is under attack.
They're still roaming around. And they will be wanting to go towards this bottom lane quite soon. I'll just keep an eye on these guys, so like that one. Edict's going off, level tier 2 tower. Looking pretty squishy. Darkseer buying back into the game. TPing in there. They want to go. There's a blink. There's a ravage. Hits on all 5. One dead. That is Nature's Prophet down. That is Leshrac down. Shadow Demon down as well as Jackal's getting bashed here. Weave forming out. Moving into his replica. He'll be staying alive. And Kunkka, he wasn't even there. Or was he able to TP out before that? I think he might have been. But that was just, you know, as soon as you see the Darkseer buy back, you back out. Did he just die on purpose? Did he just die to creeps? Because he had, of course, the Aegis, but he didn't fall in the fight. So the Aegis fell here, at the creeps. Surprising.
That was good of you.
Tier 2 tower, gonna get pressured, gonna probably go down. Even though, well, the Retry is back up live again, but they can't really do all that much. They know that the Ravages have cooled down, but it's still... You can't really go in on this kind of lineup. They don't have that same amount of team fight, that same amount of disable as the rest of. They need a bit of extra farm. 2,900 gold up on the Morphling. We see Kunkka indeed having the Crystallis now in his bags, so going for those crits. It is one thing of the Kunkka. I mean, he is super powerful when he actually gets that crit after he goes out of invisibility from the Shadow Blade. And gets that tight ring with that as well, but he has to have that crit. It's just he has to be lucky. In the meantime, who was not so lucky? Nature's Prophet. He was slightly out of position. There was a ward up at the Roshan pit this time, and they are able to see that, I believe, with the trees being down there. Where are they? Yes, I think they are. I think they are indeed. So they saw him being there, and I have to say, there's more wards up here. They need to know where they are. They need to find those pickups with this relocate off this Wisp to continue to keep their grip on the game. And they do have their grip on the game, to be fair. I mean, look at that. It is 5k in favor, over 5k. I think almost 6.5, I would guess. But maybe 6. But for this state of the game, for 30 minutes in, it is not that much. It is not that much at all, and it is still Morphling that is highest up on net worth. Of course, the two follow-ups are the Dragonite and the Chaos Knight, the Knights and the Experience Graph, just for show. That shows that the last couple of kills did go to EG, 23 to 23 to 13. That is, of course, a massive difference, and that will be the Experience Graph right there. As we have got a smoke up from EG, and they want to go for something. They have got a Ravage up again. They know that there's a lot of people on the top lane because they have got a ward in that forest, so they're running towards that. And I have to say, they're a pretty fast bunch with of course, the Chaos Knight there as well. Let's see where they're going to go. Not the right decision, but, you know, they want to take the long way around. And they don't see these heroes. These are smoked up as well. So this will be a smoke surprise by smoke. So let's see who's gonna go where. Here they come, and this is not what they wanted. Dragons, horses, Ravage, hits on 3, PGG, vacuum in, reality rip. We see Leshrac go down, we see the Shadow Demon go down, and Kunkka, Morphling trying to stay alive, is already away back inside the base. We do have only 2 deaths because of that, but still, I'm quite surprised it wasn't more. I'm quite surprised it wasn't more indeed. In the meantime, bottom lane, it is a Chaos Knight that's gonna let Nature Prophet get away. Well, let him get away. He couldn't really do anything much there, but he tried. And without the Wisp relocate, can't really do anything just yet. Wisp was almost got a pipe complete, which will mean that the Tidehunter is refresher still.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess refresher still. Refresher it is. And it's not that I'm not I like refreshers, to be fair. They bring a lot of actions and they're nice and stuff. But it is that kind of troll item, and well, it can work out properly though. If he has to farm for it, to be fair, he has a blink deck already. And they're not building BKBs, are they? Which is something that, against his lineup, I mean really. Ultimate orbs all over the place. Scotty being built on the Morphling, of course, with his cheap stick on Nature's Prophet, but I have to say, against his lineup, if you have a Chaos Knight, as well as a Dragon Knight, as well as a Ravage, so many stuns coming out from those 3 alone, not even counting the Tether stun, not even counting the Darkseer at all. I mean, you'd wanna BKB, and of course Jackal got his Lincoln Sphere, and of course that's nice. But we saw earlier when the fight was going on in their base, you reject one spell, you ward off one spell, and then you get hit by the other 4-second stun.
Uproot and after them.
So that is, you know, something that you want to have BKB on. Oh, Wisp! Chaos Knight coming out. Hello, supports. They did not see the Kunkka here, though, but it will not matter. Shadow Demon staying alive for now. Gets another 4-second stun into the face, and there you go. Shadow Demon is the first one to die. X marks the spot on the Wisp. He should be back. Never mind, Wisp is already dead. Kunkka picking up the kill. Chaos Knight on the run. He is, of course, very fast. Turns around, goes for it. Then there goes the Red Shrek already. Too many damage. Too much damage. Too many crits. There goes the Lincoln Sphere. That's already up. Vacuum. Ravage. That is 2 down. And that is going to be a T-wipe. It is going to be EG that picks up 5 for the price of just 1 small Wisp. And the Kunkka buys back. But is he going to be able to stop EG from pushing in the base? I'm not sure. At least the Phantasm is on cooldown, which will slow it down. But look at all these Darkseer illusions. And the duration on them is still quite long as well. And do not underestimate these illusions. But, you know, they have to wait for a creep wave. Oh, anticlimax. And illusions, especially this one, it does a lot of damage. Don't underestimate that. And his Lincoln's effect there on there as well. I mean, that's all nice and stuff. Torrent, slowing them down. And there goes the Morphling illusion already. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Ooh, they're gonna go for the bottom lane instead, because that was what that was. Barracks there. Naked Barracks, gonna go down. Most likely there is a fortification up there. Torrent will hit again. Is it gonna be enough though? There's the Tether, overpower there as well. Trying to find at max range, so we're gonna have Wisp actually being TP'd somewhere. We've got a TP somewhere. Both flying, and Shadow Demon already dead. This Chaos Knight is just, well, he's wicked sick apparently, and he's gonna go for the Lurshrak. Picks up the Lurshrak, and they get the melee barracks and back out. Actually, there we go. The Dragon Knight can just turn around and get the other one as well. He picked up a Maelstrom, of course, we saw that. We picked up an Assault Cuirass while we weren't watching, and he's just doing that carry roll pretty well. And of course, this Chaos Knight, really, he's gonna have 7 horses up at the same time. But it's pretty painful. And confusing too at that, like cavalry coming in. Pipe completed by Demon. 20 seconds until ulti once more. Yeah, let's keep check on that. Because this guy, even though he is of course the one with the escape mechanism, might still be caught out. Just like this guy, without, you kind of, yeah, of course teleport's an escape mechanism, but you know, it's a bit too slow to deal with if you're being ganked by a Wisp and a Chaos Knight. At the same time, the wards on the map are all down, like every single one of them. So no more maps, no more wards on the map. Darkseer picked himself up a Aghanim Scepter. Let's go over the other heroes that we didn't check it. Kunkka picked up a Gem of True Sight, so that's one of the reasons why we don't see that many wards up anymore on the Dire side, on the Radiant side, and they of course had a lot of wards up, which we saw earlier. The Shrek is building towards a BKB, something that he desperately needs, and it's about time that he realizes that after getting stunned so much. Oh, hello. This is not where they want to go for Haster on the Dragon Knight. Disruption, though, slowing him down. Beat it. Wants to go in there. Has a Ravage. Lands a gush upon the Shrek. But they are getting blocked slightly. Still on the chase. Oh, Blinken. Shrek gonna try to chase them around. And will be able to do so. And he will give his life for that one. As the Kunkka is still on the run for that. The same goes for the Morphling. Morphling is gonna be, whoa, reality rip. Dodged by the Lincoln Sphere. Thank you, Lincoln Sphere. Do they want to continue going? Or not? Oh, they want to continue going, but they want to go for the Nature's Prophet. 4 seconds stunning, you're dead. So that is the combination. Oh, I'm glad I followed those. And I went back to the middle lane where Jackal is in some trouble. Dragon in some trouble as well, though. Granite got forced out by Jackal. He's on the chase, actually. He wants to go for that. And he gets the kill as well. And he stops the unstoppable streak. But Dragon Knight vying back into the game. Chaos Knight in the meantime getting a triple kill, picking off the supports in the back, picking off the Shadow Demon, but Jackal still on the run, gonna follow this. He wants to get some kills, he wants to get beaten, but there's the Ravage, and there's the Reality Rift, and that is a dead Morphling, and that is a Chaos Knight that is pretty powerful, and buyback from the Nature's Prophet for the GG is called by GG. Oh, this is bad. This is bad mannered, because GG called out by EG means, you know, a bit better. Well, actually, Kunkka disconnected afterwards, I guess. Well, still GG called by the PGG as well. And we will see people try to run away and disconnect. But it was EG that called out the GG first, not the Dire side, not the retry.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
We see EG take sorry, EGG, yeah. We see EG take the win against the retry in the StarLadder Season 3 match in the group stages. And they are fighting, of course, for the top 8 ranking, because not only will they get prize money, but they will also be going to Kiev and fight there for, again, a new prize pool from what we have heard. And honoring glory on land finals in Kiev. I'm still waiting for the throne to explode, by the way, and it will be happening quite soon. Travis being used in the fountain, but I want to be hero because then at least I can see the normal end screen. There you go. Otherwise we'll see the fountain and that's not good. Oh, I was still a bit too far to the top. We'll remember for next time. Anyway, my name is Sheever. I am a Ghost of Gamers caster. Thank you for watching. I casted this match via Dota TV, as in I bought the in-game ticket and then casted it via that, because there was no official English caster for this match. And I just wanted to make sure that there was, or at least one English caster. I believe there might be more hanging around on Twitch and casting it via Dota TV. So you could have checked those out as well. And I will put up this one as well. Thank you. Because I know there's a lot of people watching without sound as well. If you want to do something to support me, you can subscribe to my YouTube. That is the best way to support me at the moment. You can go to youtube.com/SheeverGaming and then subscribe. Thank you. That would be very cool. I do think that was all the matches for me for StarLadder, because all matches, well, was the only match that was still at the same time as a different match, because for the other matches there are of course official streams, and I am only streaming games that did not have an official English cast. But anyway, I will be switching off later. Oh, actually, I'll be forced to do that, and I'll be bidding you a good night.